Hello everyone, my name is Louise. This is my Sterling Ink unboxing for my 2026 Sterling Ink planners. I had a few delays with the shipment receiving due to customs issues, but really happy that it's arrived today and I'm able to show you what I got. Now, just in advance, there are quite a few items in here. Some of it is for myself and some of it's for my mum. But she said I'm okay to open whatever I want to show you guys, although one of them is a duplicate item, so not really that much different to what I've got. So let's crack on. Oh dear. What do you think about that? What have we got here? So we've got 2 pocket passports, 1 N1, an A5 notebook, and what I'm really excited about, the A5 complete. So I will go through them one by one. Let's move them over to the side, and then some covers as well. Okay. So first of all, the freebies. So this is artwork done by Catherine, the owner of Sterling Ink. And on the back there's a QR code with some links to some support material that she's produced to help with how to use the planners, some journaling prompts, vision board guides, etc. So I really do love her artwork. If the shipping wasn't too crazy from the US, I'd probably have the monthly subscription kit as well, but oh well. Okay, then in the envelope there is a journaling card. Looks like the same picture, it's a smaller version of the same picture, which is really nice. And then some stickers on a washi tape paper. I do love her stickers. It's nice to have. So the first thing that we got is an A5 notebook with the white edges. This is for my mum to place to one of hers that is near finishing. There we go. Sorry if you don't like the crinkling noises. So as said, this is A5, mulberry cover, white edges. There are 520 pages and they're just numbered, but otherwise they're just plain pages. The first page is like a more heavier cardstock, and then after that is the Tone River paper. There's just something so nice about a new journal and opening for the first time. Okay. Then I have here 2 passport compact planners, common planners. They are horizontal layouts on the weekly pages. So there is one each, one for my mum, one for myself. looking at the slot that shows the picture that comes with each of the planners, looks like we do have the same one, so I'm just going to open one of them. I love the packaging that's said it's Sterling Ink do. It makes it like a real present. Okay. So again, another piece of the artwork, and it is on cardstock, and on the back there is a calendar for 2026. It's useful to have. So I use my pocket passport in a mocha cover, also in a plum kind of colour as well, and that is used. Here. This is my current version for 2025, and I just use this as my daily carry, just to keep a track of what I'm doing each day and things like if I need to note down while I'm on the go. So for both of these, got the gold edges. That would be my preference normally. I'm not going to go through all the pages at the front because they're the same in all the planners, but you start with some annual pages, then quarterly pages, then monthly pages, and then weekly pages, which is just really useful if you just need to note down work hours and whether I'm in the office or at home, and then if I've got any appointments or if there's anything I need to know like birthdays or sporting events that I follow. And then after all the weeks there are just some note pages at the back, which is useful if you have anything to note down while you're out and about and you don't want to forget about. So that's that. Now I didn't get covers for these. I anticipate I will be just repurpose the one that's on the current year, because I have it set up so that I can put it on the strings with the Lauren Phelps design plastic cover, and then I've got some blank pages in the back as well. Well, that is last year's card with the 2025 calendar on the back. I'm going to enjoy putting that one on as well. So that is the pocket passport. I keep doing that. Moving on to the next one. So this is an N1 horizontal, hopefully, if I've ordered the right one, in the mist colour. Oh, I do like that one. It's very Mediterranean Greek themed. Really nice. I love the colour with the lemons and then the blue table decorations. Horizontal, thankfully. I had a bit of a panic there when I couldn't see with the glare. So this is the book for this year. So again, this is the compact, so it's not got the daily enough for a page a day. It's only got, I think it's about 117 additional note pages to use at the end. That is enough for what I needed to use. So this is basically replication of what's going to be in the passport planner, just in more detail, and that will stay at home. Again, in another Motown cover, this one in jade. So this is my current year setup. So currently I had a N1 monthly booklet with a paper designs weekly option because I wanted the tracking pages in here, and then a blank notebook at the back. I'm going to be replacing the first two books, so the monthly booklet from Sterling Ink and the paper test designs weekly pages, with this N1 compact horizontal. The reasoning behind these is the tracking pages are actually going to be in the complete planner, so I don't need as much detail on that side. Yeah, looking forward to using that as well. And finally, what I've been really excited about is the A5 complete vertical layout in the pink colour, which I think is Fairy Floss, maybe? Who knows? Can't remember now. So there is a note on the back just saying that all sales final after opening, but these are like gold dust. There's no way I'm sending this one back. She sold out within a few minutes on the release date, which is crazy. It's a new product as well, so she's doing really well. And then this is the calendar card that I got with it. I do prefer the other ones, but it's nice, and it's a bit more of a fall themed, which is good for this time of the year. 2026 calendar on the back. Here it is. It's Chucky. And I love the layout when she launched all the new products and launched a collection for 2026, and I straight away went for it. My only concern is, so this is my journal for this year, and this is it's quite, so we're 9 and a bit months in, so it's quite chunked out a bit, not as much as some others I've seen, but more than some others. So concerning how the pages will chunk up on this with the more of the hardcover, but it'd be interesting to see. So I do use stickers on every page, and then tip in some vellums as well. To open this, so it does come with a plastic cover. I'm making a pig's ear again. Feel is not what I expected, but it's really nice. So it's like a material, and I love the colour as well. It does come with a strap to keep it closed. Or if you don't want to use it, you can just put it over the back cover like it came. It's got the gold edges. Just look at that. So you come in and the first page is like a cardstock, and then you move into the title page, which confirms that it is A5 vertical complete comma planner for 2026. Then overleaf, you've got a calendar page for 2026. And the first time you do flick through, the pages will stick together because of the edging. That is normal. And then you've got blank page. And then your goal breakdown pages, so you can list your goals down the side, and then you can break them down into goals for daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, and then someday. And then you've got a yearly tracker page. Currently I use this to track my mood and productivity. I'll see what I decide to do for next year. I mean, spoiler alert, there was quite a large size Hobonichi order that arrived a few weeks ago, and there is still another order with planners from Raise Your Life Planner to arrive. So I'm well planned up. So we'll see what I decide to use each one of them for. I suspect this is going to be my catch-all everything. I really do love the concept of the new layout, but we'll see. And then you move into the quarterly pages. So on the left hand side you've got the priority section and then the 3 months for that first quarter, and on the right hand side you've got a quarterly tracker page, so for each of the quarters, the days down the left hand side. So there's 4 of those for each of the quarters of the year. Then you move into your first monthly page, which is the last month of this year, so December 2026. Currently in my journal I use this to record just events that happen in a day that make me happy, so whether that's my football team Aston Villa winning, whether that's happy mail arrived in the post, a good day at work, some amazing family time, holiday from work, whatever it might be, anything that just makes me happy. So I use that to record that down. And this is where the layout changes. So previous years, similar to Hobonichi, you have all the months, then all the weeks, and then all the daily pages. The trend this year has been to move planners into more of a grouped, or away from the grouped by time annual, monthly, weekly, daily section, and more into a usable format. So you're not flicking from your monthly pages to your weekly pages and then to your daily pages. You've got them all laid out as you move through the month and the year. So this is for the last month of this year, and then after every monthly page you get blank spread. Not sure what I'll be doing with those pages. Might just be a chance to lay out some goals for that month, some plans for that month, put down some pictures for that month. We'll see. And then you move into your weekly pages. Now I did get the vertical layout, so that is the days of the week across the top, and then times horizontally down, and that is from 6 till 12 p.m. Now I really do wish I would time block, and I do a little bit at work, try my best anyway, but that's kept in my work planner, but I don't time block my time in general outside of work. So I used my journal this year was, for the weekly page, is on the left hand side I used something that gone well that day, and on the right hand side something that did not gone so well, but obviously I've gone for vertical on this option, so I'll have to figure out what I do with that. Then you move into the daily pages for that week. So this week covers the last week of the year, so it's the last 3 days of 2025 and in December, and then the first 4 days of January 2026. So these are dated pages, so they've got the date at the top, and then time section down the left hand side. Don't anticipate I'll be using that, but you never know. And then there is a page for each day, and then there is a blank page, and we move to the next month. So this is the first full month of the year, so this is a better example of what the layout is going to look like for a whole month. So it's January. Again, after every monthly page you get the 2-week blank pages, and then there is a duplication of the week that was in December because there's crossover in the dates. So again, you get the vertical page for the last week of December / first week of January, and then you'll get your daily pages for the second half of the week that is the January dates. So that's January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Then what does it move to? I feel like there's another page here, but it's not letting me. There you go. Then another blank page, and then you move on to the second week of the year, and then all your dated pages for that week: 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Oops, 11th, and then a blank page, and then you move on and on through the month to get to the end of the month. So that's the 31st, and you'll notice that there is the tabs on the side to delineate the month. Then, as I mentioned, at the end of every month you get another blank page. I do need to go through and just break out all the papers together. That's completely normal, expected behaviour, and I don't have any nails, so it doesn't help me splitting them out, but it's a nice feeling. And then moving into February, blank pages again. And then you've got the last week of January, first week of February, and then this is there's no right or wrong way of doing it. I appreciate that she's chosen the way to duplicate the weeks, so that you can either choose to use this week, for example, at the end last week of January, or the first week of February, or you can do both if you want. I'm probably just going to go by the whichever's got the most days in it. So in this example, I'd use the January version of the thread, and then either decorate over this one, or maybe stick the pages together, or just leave them blank. There's no harm in that. But it's nice to have the option of either or. And that theme carries all the way through the book. Do need to go through and separate the pages until, let's see how the end of the year goes. So the last week of this year is, or next year, sorry, wow, is starting on the Monday the 28th of December, and that runs until the 3rd of January. So you've got your daily pages the last few days of December. And do we have a calendar for January? I'm assuming we do. So then we got the calendar for January 2027. Normal format, layout, blank pages. The weekly page repeated again for the last week of next year and the first week of the year after. And then your January pages that run into 2027. The last daily page in here is Sunday, January the 3rd. Then you've got blank page, and at that point you're already on 651 pages, and then you do have some note pages at the end taking you from 652 to 671, so basically another 20 pages at the end that are completely blank. And then the last page in is another cardboard page, and then you do have this gusseted pocket at the back that if you want to put stickers in or stencils or anything like that, you can do so. So that is my A5 complete vertical. So really happy with my order from Sterling Ink. In the next few weeks, next month or two, there'll be a delivery from Rosy Life Planner, and then there'll be a planner lineup once I figure out how I'm going to use all of these for next year. So please, if you'd like to hear more from that, do like and subscribe. Hope you have a good rest of the day, and thank you for watching. Take care.